Okay, so I'm about to go vote, but I don't know. You know, how, like sometimes things just be on your heart, and it's not like you're trying to tell people your business or whatever, but you just feel the need or you feel like obligated to share. Yeah, I know I'm a mess. My hair is a mess. No makeup, no nothing. Um, that's kind of how I'm feeling right now, and I really hope that even the people who lack self-awareness, I really hope somehow, some way that they can get this message. I'm just going to start by saying this. Protecting your peace is the least you can do for yourself at any age. It will mean different things to you at different times in life, and you never have to feel bad for it. Don't be offended when you realize that somebody else in your life may be doing the same thing and you may take it personal. Don't take it personal. Don't take it personal, because it could just be what they're going through. So we got to be a little bit more empathetic to that. And don't assume that the people who are around you or the people who know you know everything that's going on with you. Okay? So don't hold them to that responsibility in your mind, especially if you're not telling them what's going on, right? So that, again, is a part of self-awareness. Self-awareness is at an all-time low, because it's just so much easier to blame other people, right? But my thing is, we got a problem, Houston. We got a problem, Houston. Hey, y'all. Good morning. Y'all, we do not talk about it enough. It's not being talked about enough. It's not understood enough. Narcissism. Narcissism. Y'all, it is a cancer. It is, y'all, narcissism. We hearing it now more. Let me tell you something. So for anybody that grew up in the 90s or the 80s, you remember how like during that time crack getting in the communities was an epidemic, right? Harris over here. We voting for peace and equality over here, but vote for whoever you want to. Just vote. However, Harris over here. Anyway, y'all, like, it was an epidemic with crack in the neighborhoods, and it was just a thing. It was an era where people understood that there was something going on. It was a crisis, right? And, you know, all right, CG Rooster, yeah, she on her knees praying, and you about to get blocked, all right? I don't take no negativity over here. So this is, if you with the negative, you could just go ahead and log off, click off, etc. But I just want to say this, y'all, real quick, just to bring my point together. Crack in the 80s and 90s. I don't know if y'all remember the Just Say No campaigns, or whatever. CG Rooster, come on now. Come on now. I'm about to put you on timeout because you tripping. So we understood it was a problem, and everybody realized they had to do something about it. That is what's going on with narcissism right now. Y'all, listen, if you do not know what narcissism is, it is not one thing. There are so many layers to narcissism. There are so many different types of narcissism, and there is no cure as of yet. But if you do your research, you will see that narcissism is high up on the list for research to find a cure as Alzheimer's is, as Alzheimer's and dementia is. You guys, I won't make this a long drawn out story, because clearly this will take a series of videos and dissecting to get to, and it's going to take some more research, and I really want to bring on some therapists and psychologists, etc., because I'm tired of going to therapy for people in my life who won't go to therapy. That is not a meme. That is a fact. Okay? I'm tired of going to therapy for people in my life who will not go to therapy. And unfortunately, if someone in your life is a narcissism, if someone in your life is a narcissist, you got a couple options based on what they are to you. If they are someone you are in a relationship with, as in a romantic relationship with, run. Do not walk. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Run. Now. Run. You realize, like, you see all of these domestic violence, homicides, and situations going on. Y'all, narcissism. Unfortunately, people who are narcissists lack self-awareness. And so telling them that they are a narcissist once you figure it out, because you're going to think you're going crazy at first, right? Like, because they're going to gaslight you. Where do you think the word gaslighting come from? Run from narcissism. But sometimes you'll meet a narcissist that'll make you realize what narcissism is, because before I went through this experience with my ex, I thought that narcissism was just somebody, that had a big head. Narcissism was just somebody who was full of themselves, right? No, it's not, y'all. It is, first of all, it's so many different types. You got covert narcissism. You got overt narcissism. You can't handle my words. Listen, Hundy, you are the perfect example of what I'm talking about. Don't let people bring their negative energy, their negative outlook, their negative narcissism, their negative whatever they got going on in their life. Do not feel like you have to deal with it. Don't. Run. If there is a narcissist that is in your inner circle, run. But for the people who can't run, let me tell you what I mean. It took this narcissist, and I didn't even mean to go here this morning, y'all, but I ain't been in therapy in 3 weeks. And let me tell you something. I feel like I need to go 3 times in 1 week to get caught up, because therapy is important. It's not because you're crazy. It's to keep you from going crazy. In my case, anyway. And for anybody who has ever been through a situation with a narcissist, especially in a romantic relationship, run. And if you are still in a relationship, you're going to have to do some research, because you're going to have to try to find a way to run. But this, guys, listen, I would not wish being in a narcissistic relationship on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't. But I will say this. You will think you cray-cray, CJ Rooster, if you stay in a relationship with a narcissist. They will make you question everything you ever thought about yourself. They will make you think that you're crazy. You're the one that's tripping. It's not them, it's you. You'll feel like, what are you doing wrong? You'll never feel like you're good enough. You'll feel like no matter what you do, they always complain. They always have negative things to say to you. They always put you down. They and it seems like everybody else outside loves them, but it seems like at home they're a different person. Y'all, pay attention to the relationships that you have in your life, because they can often tell you about things that happened in your past. And let me tell you what I mean. being in this relationship and finding out exactly what narcissism is, and then when I started to heal and started to realize that it wasn't just me, and oh my God, there is a name for this thing that it's oh my God, narcissism, and it's different types, and people know about it, and oh my God. But I realized, you ever heard somebody say you date your father or you date your parent? And hold on, because that sounds weird. Let me say it like this. You end up with people who are like your parents, right? Because it's all we know, right? It's all we know. I didn't realize until I started going to therapy, so the only thing I can appreciate, well, there's a couple things I can appreciate about going through the narcissistic relationship that I just got out of. And the number one thing is realizing that he basically was my dad. Listen, I am not a victim at all. I am a survivor of a narcissistic relationship. And the relationship, like I was saying, for people that can't run, because thank you, Frederico. Thank you so much for subscribing. For the people that can't run, I can't run from my dad. My dad raised me on his own. My mom died when I was a baby. My dad raised me on his own. So there's some things that I learned in the dynamics of our relationship that I thought was normal. So in hindsight now, but it took me to get to this big age and this situation, because this is definitely not the first narcissist that I've dated, but I didn't know what it was. I didn't understand a healthy relationship, because all I was basing it off was what I saw growing up in my relationship with my dad, because that was the number one man in my life, still is. Even with dementia and dealing with my dad now, I deal with him differently, understanding narcissism. But I realized that the reason that I was having the relationship issues I was having is because I was dating my dad. In every real relationship that I was dealing with, I was dating someone who was like my dad. And it really started to make me look at my relationship with my dad and see what's going on with him. Because parents can only give you what they got. Parents can only give you what they know is love. And I realized that the dynamics of my dad's relationship with his mother and his father, specifically his mother, because if you do your research on narcissism, you realize that it usually, in high quantities, but based off research, stems from young men in their relationship growing up with their mothers. My dad, textbook. My dad, different types of narcissism, look them up. The man that I just got out of a relationship with was covert narcissist. And y'all, what the version of me that you are seeing today, it took me years, like 2 years, to get back to this place where I am in a better place, mentally, physically, spiritually, financially, emotionally, etc. Because narcissists are emotional vampires and they don't even know it. They don't even know it. Bogani, I'm going to ignore you because you're missing the point. This message ain't for everybody, okay? I don't bounce on and off anything. The best thing I got out of this relationship, because they love bomb you in the beginning. Oh, they become everything you ever thought you wanted. They literally become the man of your dreams. They treat you well. They treat you amazing. They love bomb you, and you don't even see during the love bombing, it's blinding because you don't even see the walls that they're building up around you, the manipulation, the control. You don't even see it. You don't. And then when you do, and you say something about it, they make you think it's you. That's what gaslighting is. When you clearly know what you saw, you clearly know what you see, and you try to bring it to someone's attention, and you know they know, but they pretend like they don't know, and make it seem like it's just you. To the point of when you start to question yourself and be like, well, dang, is it me? People use the word gaslighting and narcissism very loosely. But y'all, it is a problem. Mark my words. It's a problem. And it is an epidemic that needs to be talked about more. And if you know who Keke Palmer is, what she just went through with her son's father, and she started doing her podcast, and one day I accidentally stumbled across a clip, and she was talking about narcissism, and she was talking with I think a therapist or whatever. Freddie, I'm not gonna get out my feelings ever again, because with narcissists, they will suck all of your feelings and emotions out of you because they know that you are empaths. They get with empaths because they don't have the ability to regulate their own emotions. So they can't feel the empathy that you feel. They have no self-awareness. So they do not know what is going. They think granted themselves. But Ghani, it's not about me being single. Listen, again, this message ain't for everybody, but for somebody. That's all. Long as if it's for one person, catch this, because you don't always get a chance to run. Like I said, my dad still in my life, of course, and now he has dementia, so I have to take care of him. And if you know anything about dementia, you know they start to turn back into a child when they get older. And so then, if they're a narcissist, you really got to deal with it. It's something different for another video. But then I have a child with my ex, a daughter at that. She's 4 years old. And I feel like I thank God for his positioning of what I've been through so that I can protect her as much as I can, because I understand. Y'all, run. If you have the chance to not be in a relationship with the narcissist, or before it gets too deep, run. I'm telling you, they are emotional vampires. And you know what vampires do. Okay? All the people on here with negative comments, I'm ignoring y'all, because when you start to protect your peace, okay, and you really start to understand different things, and you love yourself, you're not easily bothered. So I just want y'all to know that you're not alone. Narcissism is a problem. Do your own research. Do the best that you can to try not to call them out if it's somebody that you got to keep dealing with, because they are not going to get it, baby. They're not going to understand. They're not going to think they're a narcissist. They're going to make you think you're the narcissist. They're going to always have something negative to say. And if you don't get from around them, you will start to feel like you're not enough. You are enough. You're more than enough. And as a matter of fact, that's why they want to be with you, but they ain't going to tell you that. They want to be with you because they're an emotional vampire, and they really want to be you. And when I say want to be you, I mean they wish that they could have the friends that you have, the family you have, the personality. They wish that they could have those things. And it's not just wealthy men. But that's a whole nother conversation because it's them too. But I really pray that narcissism becomes talked about more. Y'all remember when, like, back in the day, and I'm not saying my age, but back in the day, I'd say like in the late 80s, early 90s, how like nobody would talk about mental health. Like if you said anything about mental health, the automatic go-to was, oh my God, he's crazy, she's crazy. Like people would think mental health just means crazy. That is, and now fast forward 2024, we know better, right? And when you know better, you do better. We have a better understanding. We've done our own research. We understand that mental health does not just mean crazy. Mental health is so many facets. Good morning. Hi. I'm good. How are you? Take care of your mental health. Mental health does not mean crazy, clearly. But back then, that's what they were saying. But now it's something that everybody talks about. And I pray that narcissism, all facets of it, is the next thing that goes through that cycle. I pray that the way narcissism is like the obvious unseen, like I pray that it's about the known unknown, like the not talked about thing that should be talked about. Narcissism in every way, in every facet, not just the narcissist, but the effects of narcissism on the crime rate, our economy, relationships, your health, because yes, it will diminish your health. Being in a relationship with the narcissist, y'all think I'm joking? Google it, do your own research, watch your own videos of the experts on YouTube, and protect yourself. And it's hard when it's your parent or the parent of your child or your boss or your kids. But you have to protect yourself at all costs because people will suck you dry and keep it moving. And just understand, if you have an opportunity to get out of a relationship with the narcissist, to limit your contact with the narcissist. Do not tell them your business. Don't tell them what you got going on. Just do the bare minimum because they will use it against you. It's not just about a romantic relationship, but it's about any type of relationship dynamic with the narcissist. Y'all, it's tough. But you can't change other people. But you can change the people that you're around. And you can literally continue to work on yourself, protect your peace, protect your space, protect your mind, protect your spirit, protect your thoughts, protect your heart. It's bigger than just a relationship. It's bigger than just a relationship. It's about the effects of narcissism. So for anybody today to think that they could be in a relationship or dating someone or working for someone or feeling like with their parent, no matter what, even at a big age, that that you're not good enough. Like no matter what you do, your parent just never gives you the praise that you always thought your parent never. Y'all, you can't change other people in any dynamic, but you can change the people you're around. No matter the relationship, you can educate yourself, and then when you know better, do better and govern yourself accordingly based on the facts that you know about that person. And you deserve a happy life. You deserve happiness. You deserve all the great things that you want and don't even know that you want to get. But you will never get them if you are in a relationship of any sorts where you stay in the negative, because you will literally be walking on eggshells. You will start to get anxiety. You will start to question your self-esteem. You're right, Freddie. Your self-worth. You will start to think, am I crazy? Am I tripping? You will literally think that, okay, maybe other people don't think this person is so bad, so maybe it is me. Y'all, listen. Narcissists don't know that they are narcissists. And if they do, they don't have the self-awareness. Hey, Dreamsy. They don't have the self-awareness to understand what narcissism really is. Because my ex just told me he don't need to go to therapy. Therapy ain't for him. Why would he do that? Y'all, therapy for crazy people. Oh, okay. J5, now is not the time. You in time out. Anyway, I appreciate y'all. I just had to get this off my chest because I just remember when I was in the throes of it in that relationship. I'm sorry, I'm getting emotional. Because even your family and friends won't really know what you're going through. And it's not like, I go to therapy, Freddie. And it's not like you have, it's not like a domestic abuse to the point of where like somebody can see the scars or see that someone hit you, or, you know, like narcissistic abuse is deadly. Like, you see all these relationships, people killing their spouses and stuff like that. Y'all, I'm telling you. Yeah, Graham, you missed all the other part. That's your comment. I'm telling you, go back in the video. We know that part. Y'all, you have got to do what you got to do for you, because your family and friends may not understand what you're going through. But if you do your research on narcissistic abuse, do your research on being in a relationship with a narcissist, do your research on co-parenting with a narcissist. And narcissists are not just men. No. But no matter what, yes, financial abuse, y'all, it's a lot. But I just felt compelled, because after I talked to him today, and we're not even together anymore, but like I said, we have a child. And when I tell you, I have limited my contact with him so much, because I thought at first that I wanted to just get back with him so that my daughter could have both of her parents in the same house. But that is not going to be healthy for her or for me or for anybody. And so, and sometimes when you back away from people and start separating yourself, and you start educating yourself on what's going on, and you start healing yourself, and so you start isolating yourself from them more and more, and you start feeling better, and you realize, like, oh my God, it was them. It was them. They're cancer. They're a vampire. And they will realize that you're figuring them out. So they'll start to try to go through phases to love bomb you again, or get you things, or whatever their method of showing you that they care is, or what they think they should do. Because they're the kings and queens of doing what they think they're supposed to do. Because they can't feel it. Right? Y'all, you will feel so much better. You are so right, Graham. They literally, if you ever watch, what was that, thank you, Dreamsy. What was that, oh my God, Freddie, you were so right. You're so right. Y'all, listen, see what I'm saying? Y'all, y'all, and I'm not saying this to just say, run from narcissists and and let that be it. Hey, Grouchy P, oh my God, I'm so sorry for you, because I get it. But what I am saying is, y'all, it's a problem. You will feel stuck. You will, and listen, detaching is the hardest part. Y'all, oh my God. Even like I said, the conversation I just had with him, and I was talking about my daughter wanting to have a sleepover, and the first thing he said was, you don't need to have nobody over there, but their house not clean. First of all, y'all, my house is clean. My house has been so much cleaner since he has not been in it. Okay? But they know that. So they got to still make you think there's something wrong with you. Something got to be wrong with you. Delilah, you are so right. And that's where I'm at, and that's what I've been doing for the last 2.5 years. And let me tell you something. God do not play about me. Oh my God, Graham. Listen. See what I'm saying? And because y'all are speaking the language, like trauma bonds, codependency, drain you of your happiness. Listen, that's how I know that y'all have had some experience with it, or y'all get it, or y'all have done some research. And you're right, you have got to take yourself out of it, and you really will not know. And it will hurt like hell. Let's be clear. It ain't no normal breakup. It ain't no normal breakup. It ain't no normal separation. It ain't no normal dynamic if you're trying to limit your interactions with a parent that is narcissistic. Oh my God, Graham, then you get it. Y'all, it ain't for the weak. I am, for another day, another time, another series of videos, to even get to the point where I'm talking about it publicly like this lets me know that I'm in a better place, because thank you, Dreamsy, you have to learn to love yourself all over again. You're right, Delilah. You're right. You have to. It's consecration. You have to consecrate yourself and heal. And sometimes some of the people that you got to consecrate yourself from could be people that share the same blood as you. It could be family too. Delilah. Well, I hope that's a good thing. I hope it's incarcerated at your own. Okay. I just hope that somebody today realize that you're not alone. Y'all look up Dr. Ramani, the random guy. Shut up, because your comments are random. My hair is all over the place, but my hair is all over the place because I just got up, took my baby to school, and wait, where my sticker at? Hold on. You can say what you want to say about my hair, but you can't say that I didn't vote. Okay? My wig is the bomb. Catch me on my lunchtime lowdown live when I do Radio-Muva. Then you'll see how good my hair look. But right now, I don't care about that. But you see somebody like him, the random guy, that's how narcissists are. They always got something to say about you. They pick you apart. They pick you apart. But guess what? You can use that situation to empower you and have a much better life. They always say, God say, your greater is in your later. Well, guess what? If you can live to talk about it, then you still got a chance to create the life that you want. And they know that. Thank y'all. If y'all could double tap the screen and get the likes up, I would love that. Y'all, listen, I've been doing radio for over 20 years. But I feel like I am just at a point where, with the whole dynamics of media now and social media and YouTube, where you can really tell your truth and it not affect your business, if that makes sense, in a negative way. If we don't share our truths, y'all, then not only are we being selfish, but some people wonder, like, how can I help the world? How can you help the world? By telling people what you've been through. Because for every you, there is at least 1 million people in the world like you. And everybody needs somebody. Y'all clowning in the chat, some of y'all. But listen, I didn't mean to go all deep, y'all. I really just wanted to, but the fact that y'all, what percentage of the population do you think are narcissists? That's a good question, Graham. Let me look on my other phone. That's a good question. I don't know. And, but that is a good question. Hold on, let me see. Because now you got me wanting to know. Oh my God, Delilah, please start your channel now. Start your channel now. Delilah, start your channel now. Y'all, listen. The timing will never be right. If you're waiting for the time to be right, not only to start your YouTube channel, but to do anything in life, if you're waiting for the time to be right, it'll never be right. Don't wait. That's what happened with me. You know how many years I've been trying to start this channel? If you look back through my YouTube, y'all, if you subscribe and you look back through my YouTube, you'll see from like 10 years ago, like you'll see over the years, the sporadic years, like you will see, thank you, Delilah, thank you so much. But you'll see that I would start and I would stop. I would start, I would stop. I would show a little bit, then I would pull back. Like, you'll see. And I'm so sorry that you went through that, Freddie. I'm sorry that you went through that. But anybody who's ever dealt with narcissism, you know, I'm sorry, I know I'm bouncing back and forth, but start your channel. I say all that to say start your channel. Now, like your question real quick, let's see, what percentage of the, I'm gonna just say US population. Let's see. Congratulations, Dreamsy. Do it, my auntie. What percentage of the US population and I think we might want to ask, like, suffer from narcissistic personality disorder. Narcissistic. Because like I said, there's so many different types of narcissism. Oh, yeah, Freddie. Yeah. Oh, my God, Delilah, you are so right. Until you get out of it. And it's still a process. Narcissistic personality disorder. Okay, y'all, let's see. Okay. So they said it's difficult to estimate the exact number of people with narcissistic personality disorder because many people hide their narcissistic behaviors or beliefs. That is known as covert narcissism. See what I'm saying? Narcissism personality disorder is more common in men and people assigned male at birth, affecting 50% to 75% of cases. It's also more prevalent in certain demographics, including okay, I don't really know how these demographics are just talking about people that I guess got treatment for it. So it says 2 to 16% of people seeking help from a mental health professional, 6% of the forensic population, I don't know what that means, 20% of the military population, and 17% of first-year medical students. Narcissism personality disorder can affect all areas of life, including physical, mental health, social, work relationships, and risk of suicide. It's associated with substance use, mood disorders, anxiety disorders, and other personality disorders. So y'all, listen, the negativity be so real. An estimated, this is from January 30th, 2024, y'all. From psychiatry.org, an estimated 1% to 2% of the U.S. population has diagnosed narcissistic personality disorder. Notice they said diagnosed. You know why? Because what I told you, My ex just told me, I don't need to go to no therapy. Ain't nothing wrong with me. You talking about I'm the narcissist. You the narcissist. Of course. They got to gaslight you now because they got to make you think that it's you. Something's wrong with you. Something's always going to be wrong with you. So this is why you got to get from around them, because it ain't you, baby. And if nobody else got this, I just hope somebody take this. It ain't you. It really ain't you. It's them. For some people, being happy is hard. But let me tell you something. It is something that I would rather work at for the rest of my life than be miserable in a situation just to say that I'm with somebody, or just to say, okay, my daughter has both of her parents in the same house, because she would be miserable. Yes, I listen to Gucci Mane. That's so funny. Y'all funny. It's them, y'all. And I pray for every narcissist or person dealing with narcissistic personality disorder that does not know it. I pray to God right now that they get some sort of self-awareness. I pray that self-awareness becomes like a mandatory class in school and something, because y'all, this shit is a problem. Narcissism is at an all-time high, and narcissists knowing that they're narcissists is at an all-time low. But God is still God, and I will always champion anybody being happy, doing whatever you... Freddie, I love that, Freddie. I love that for you. Freddie, I love that for you. Let me tell you why. I have a rose bush in my backyard that the people who own the house before me planted. And it's so funny because I feel like, my God, they had no idea that they planted it for me. Because I don't need him to give me my roses, because they're in my backyard. They're in my backyard. And I thank God. My daughter is amazing. And I thank God for going through, thank you, Dreamsy. I thank God for going through what I went through with my dad. And I thank God for going through this relationship so that I could get the wisdom and understanding. Because y'all, I didn't have a name for it. I didn't have a name for it. I didn't know why I did it the type of men I did. I didn't have a name for what I was going through. I thought it was me. I was like, okay, at some point, it got to be me. I got to be tripping. I felt so drained. I felt tired. I felt depressed. I never dealt with anxiety until I dealt with his ass. Y'all, you are amazing. It don't matter who don't love you. All that matters is that you love you. And think about it like this. I feel sorry for people who are narcissists and are suffering from narcissistic personality disorder, and think that hurting other people is what makes them happy. Donald Trump. Because you have to think about how miserable they really are. Because they can never be happy. You have to think about how miserable and how sad their existence has to be to have a life where all they want to do is shit on other people. And you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all, so you really win. You win. You win because you realized it and you put yourself first and you prioritize healing and happiness, and being nice to one another is, we all need to do more of that. I just want to say, y'all, I hope somebody today know that you are enough, and it's okay If it does not work out, you're not crazy. Do what you got to do to find your peace. If you even think you could be suffering from narcissistic personality disorder, listen, I'm not bashing people suffering from narcissistic personality disorder because, listen, y'all, that's not going to fix it. That's not going to help it. That's not going to help us get quicker to a cure. I am praying to God that people with narcissistic personality disorder, somehow, some way, if anybody sees this video and think that could be you, try to go see somebody and go talk to a therapist. Look up Dr. Romney. Look up Dr. Romney. I'm going to put it in the chat, y'all. Look up Dr. Romney. Hold on. See how often I don't go live on this phone in real time? Okay, well, anyway, look up Dr. Romney. Let me see what Dr. Romney, let me make sure I spell her name right. Hold on, y'all. I just want y'all to see this, and I'm going to go, because I got to go vote before I go to the doctor. By the way, anybody that's suffering from rheumatoid arthritis, today I have my 3rd Orencia infusion. I'm excited. So I will be doing a video to show you guys how it is, the process, and everything that's going on. And oh my God, Freddie, you are so right. Freddie, you are so right. Material things are not worth the price of self-esteem. And oh my God, Freddie, you are so right. Because the first thing I had to do was start selling off all the bags and the shoes and the red bottoms and the Gucci, Louis, Fendi, Prada, all the stuff that he bought me, because I didn't realize, as much as I love those things, literally everything that he brought me was like building a jail cell around me. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. But look, let me tell y'all this, and then I gotta go vote before I go to the doctor. Look, y'all, this is Dr. Romney. Can y'all see that? Sorry if you can't see it. Hold on. This is Dr. Romney. If somebody is able, can you put it in the chat? Dr. Romney. Wait, I want y'all to be able to see her name. It's Dr. Doctor Ramani. Dr. Romney, y'all. She is the world's, right, Graham? She is the world's current leading expert on narcissism and narcissistic personality disorder. You guys, she really helped me through a lot of this. And I hope that she can help you too. And I hope that for somebody today, and like I said, I know a lot of y'all have some sort of experience with this, because I see y'all using the language. I see y'all using the language. I want y'all to have a great day. I want you to know that nothing happens by coincidence, and you are enough. Do whatever you got to do. Listen to whoever you got to listen to. Y'all, find peace of mind. Because definitely, I am not with my ex. And I am so happy. Okay? Matter of fact, when you get out of a narcissistic relationship, y'all, you ain't going to want to be with nobody for a while. That is the last thing on my mind. You got to get back to you. All right? So I'm out, y'all. Go vote today, okay? I will see y'all. I am going to make sure I share my experience because we too young and too fine to let autoimmune diseases like rheumatoid arthritis hold us down, boo. All right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. Love you. Radio-Muva out. And if you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel, because we're going to live, we're going to love, we're going to learn together, and we're going to make money together. Bye, y'all.